Vulture City, ghost town in Maricopa County, Arizona, former mining town and host to the Vulture City Paracon, a vault of stories, and the first leg in this journey. Who could ask for a better time to go hunting for tales?
And could you introduce yourself?
My name is Ray Villafane.
Now, pleasure to meet you. I'm the Wandering Scribe, collector of stories. Everyone has a story, and I'd like to hear yours.
All right, my name is Ray Villafane. I'm a sculptor and storyteller. I have a history of working everywhere from with Marvel to Warner Brothers, and then I'm mostly known for my pumpkins. In the spring of 2020, I applied with the Dear Moon Project to go on orbit around the moon, come back inspired and create something for the world. I didn't make it, but during that time I birthed this idea of mining magic, a story of mining magic. And during that time, the universe was answering with delivering me just a few months later an actual mine to tell the story in. And so I arrived here in beautiful Vulture City ghost town, only to find out that the pumpkins, they preceded me here well over 150 years ago, because before the gold was discovered here in Wickenburg, the place was known by the native Yavapai as Pumpkin Patch. So everything my mining of magic story, the pumpkins, all this stuff was just waiting here for me. When I arrived and was given the workshop building to play in, even my name was already in the wall. So the universe really sometimes has the ability to shake you and say, here, now it's really time to do something. And for me, that's telling stories of magic, and I like to say my stuff is whimsically wicked. So here you have Grimgor. Grimgor is a all-natural, built from scratch scarecrow. He is the antagonist in my storytelling, and he represents fear and doubt. So he roams the mine shafts. And if you could think about the mine shafts as the mine neurons of the brain, neuron pathways and stuff, he roams the mine shafts and gets into people's head and instills fear and doubt and prevents magic from occurring. Gordy Gooligan, on the other hand, is the optimist, and he tries to show the advantages even of Grimgor, whose blind optimism is able to help in the story making, mind magic. God, I can go for hours in further things, but yes, I really, I like playing with stories that show that in order to make magic, you need to alchemize both light and dark. You need to see materials as not junk and garbage, but to show what you can do with them. So I do a lot of upcycling, playing with nature, and just finding the unrealized potential in things, not only in material objects, but in ourselves. And Vulture City Ghost Town is just the perfect environment to tell that story.
Now, for Vulture City, you said you liked essentially finding the ability to take and use something that people otherwise wouldn't see. What do you see in Vulture City that you use that?
So Vulture has just, first of all, this place that we're standing in now, I call the Boneyard Mining Company. And behind this is a huge boneyard of materials left over for the last 150 years from this once booming 5,000 or so city. So we have just an amazing amount of materials to play with, and the rich stories of Vulture City in itself also add the perfect environment, even the building structures and stuff. So yeah, Boneyard Mining Company, basically a lot of the stuff we build is with the scraps, the literal scraps that we find around in the boneyard.
That gives me one more question. There is a real skeleton on the premises. What is the story behind that skeleton?
So I was a school teacher, and I used to always borrow a skeleton from a neighboring school, and I would do drawings and studies. I'd borrow it from the neighboring class, the biology teacher. And so one of the people that I knew worked in library thing or something says, hey, there's a school district that is getting rid of a skeleton because it's in pieces. It had all the wiring had over the years, you know, like there's some bones in that or just missing and stuff. Just, would you be interested in it because they're getting rid of it? I said, absolutely. And spend some time trying to rewire it and get it together, but yeah, that's the story behind it.
Thank you so much, and thank you for your time. We absolutely love to hear stories, and we're so happy to hear yours.
Thank you.